Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up the routing and navigation system for GetX in your apps. This is one of the really nice features about GetX because you don't actually have to navigate using context or all this boilerplate code. You actually just specify which page you want to go to. GetX does all of the processes in the background for you. So let's get into it. So one of the important things whenever you create a project is making sure that your files are set properly so that you don't get confused when you scale up and there's so many pages and files and folders that you're not sure exactly where anything is. So I'll show you sort of how I usually set it up. It might be different depending on person, but yeah, this is sort of the basic setup. So first I'll just create a directory called, let's call it app. So before we start, I actually just want to remove all of these pages and the initial route and the title. We can keep the title right there. So what you want to do is create a folder called app, and then within that you create another one called routes. And within your routes folder, you create a file called app routes .dart and another one called app pages .dart. Okay, so these two folders sort of work together, and that's why I'm actually going to write it's a part of app pages.dart. So what you want to do is create an abstract class routes, and here is actually where you just specify the strings, but it's better to make variables for these strings rather than actually just keeping them as strings. So you can create static const, let's call it home. So as you see here, it's just a home, but if you want to go a step further, abstract class paths, and that just keeps it all private, the underscore before the class. So here's where you actually create your strings. So you can call static const home equals home. And instead of using the variable here, what you can say is paths.home. And this is actually how you would do all of your pages. So we can actually just create two more. Let's call it login, paths.login. And then just copy this one, and how about one more for signing up, paths.signup. So here we have three pages already made, and this is what you'll actually specify when you want to go to different pages in your app. For example, so the Navigator widget, where you have context and you have to specify the widget. In this case, you'll actually just have to point to the string, and GetX will navigate to that page for you. So here in app pages, what we want to do is make a class called app pages, and what we have to do is firstly create our initial app page we want to go to. which will be routes.home. Let's just import that, and we just make that a part of app routes. And then we have to make a static final routes, which is going to be a list of pages. Similar to what we had in main, now we're just doing it separately. Oh, I forgot here, if you just go to app routes, make sure you make part of, and here we go. So for every page, you have to create a get page. For the names, we're going to specify paths.home. So this is going to be your home page. And at this point, let's just make it a container. Oh, let me just specify here. Here we go. All right, so now we have our home page. We have our, let's just create two more, one for the login and one for sign up. So this is sort of the structure you'll be using when so this is sort of the structure that you'll be using when setting up the pages. You'll have to first create the page from the UI, and then you have to actually specify the widget here in the app pages.dart file, and then you just make a path string in the app route pages. So then you'll have all of your pages down here, all of your widgets over here. It's a lot cleaner, and what you have to do is in your main.dart file, when you have your get pages, you just specify app pages or app pages.routes, and your initial route would be app pages.initial. So now we already have our basic navigation set up. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.